All right. Oh, hi, Bernie. I love those eggs. Let me show everyone. Look at this. Look at those eggs. Welcome on in. Those are so pretty. That's so beautiful. All right. Welcome to WCIA Network. I've been here for coming up 4 years, bringing justice to the children to the best of my ability. I'm here to go over specifically what I have gathered as far as information. I have to find the right words because people who don't know me, I come on and I speak. I don't have it written. I use these pieces of paper to guide me. And I think it's time for me to start summing up this Summer Moon Wild's Missing Children's cases. I think it's time for me to make a few of these videos as sound and as easy as possible to understand the information so others can bring it forward and bring peace and light and justice to the children. Hi, Michelle. Hi, NW Love. Question everything. Hi, Jean. So I'm that's my purpose here today, is to acknowledge as much as I know up to date. Acknowledge the characters, I call them, that have given me information through their images, who have brought light to these children through their videos. It has nothing to do with the men in front of you. I just chose to speak about them today. And hi, Fayed. And they're just the ones that are important for this live today. And I'm going to explain why they are. There's a lot going on YouTube. Before I get into this, there's a lot going on YouTube. There's a lot going on in the world. And there's just so much going on that the universe is making ginormous shifts. That's why I created a second channel, because I know that time is coming for me. I'm still not clear, the vibrational shift, exactly where I'm going to bring it, but I know that it's going to be an incredible channel and an incredible journey. This journey here at WCIA Network, I'm going to continue bringing on videos, but I must say that my information is solid. That this channel, I see, has the information needed to move forward in looking at deep fake, looking at these missing children, and trying to understand how these people communicate, sell these children, get them on the internet, take these children, what they're doing with these children, where these children are going. I have almost 1,000 videos that go over all of that information. Now, is it completely understandable? Maybe not to everybody, but I'm over I don't know, over 950, I don't know what there's now, of videos that you could choose from that you'll see what I'm talking about. And I do know and understand that my purpose here is very important. It was part of what I needed to do for myself to get this out. Because I use my psychic abilities doesn't mean I walk around freaking telling psychic stories. No, that's not what I do. I've learned that the spirits to just tell me the stories when I don't expect them. And I've also learned to accept that about myself. It's not an easy thing to do, you guys. It's still part of my journey. That's why I have that other channel. Because I know every day I have to understand myself in order to love others and give light to others. Right? So the ones you see here, I have hundreds of videos with these guys on here. Dolly Vision, Cracking Cases, Tim Mullen, Benny, Don Wells, The Gotcha Man, JLR, The Nugget Guy. These are just a few channels that give me information that I tell stories about the children. I see the stories. They bring me somewhere. And I don't know what else to do with it, you guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this information. It's overwhelming. It's sad to me. I see what's happening. And I've tried to the best of my ability to explain it. You have seen this. Heads in corners. This is Cracking Cases at Summer Moon Wells's vigil that he put together. At the end of this presentation, you need to watch what I'm doing today. You need to pay attention to what I'm showing you today. You need to feel it. If you are here for the same intention as why I am here, then pay attention. Cam, yes, Cam and Allie, Cracking Cases. Cam and Allie, the reason he is here, they were one of the first ones. All these people here were the first ones on scene. Every one of these guys were first ones on scene for Summer Moon Wells. First ones. I'm showing you information like this. No matter how you want to look at this, and no matter how you want to ignore the fact that this shit gives information and it shows information, no matter what you want to do, if you want to turn away from it, my purpose here is to show it. Do you guys understand that this is Summer Moon Wells' vigil, and Cammie and Allie held this vigil, and that's not even Summer in the poster? Why is that okay? Who is that? Does anyone really care to know? It's in the video. It's not like I took a picture and someone changed it or someone did AI to it. You guys, it's in his video. That's not Summer. This is Summer. They're different children. I have said it over and over and over. Summer Moon Wells represents thousands of children. What they are doing is they are taking Summer Moon Wells' face and placing other children's faces under it. If the authorities and the FBI don't give a fuck about these children, the only thing that we could do is give them justice by speaking their story. So maybe it won't happen to the next child. Seriously. How can this pass in his video as Summer? This guy's videos, and I'm going to go through it at the end of the video, of Summer Moon Wells's Vigil, told me the story of Summer Moon. They deep fake, and now look here, when I say this, they deep faked and it's under there, maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm seeing shit that you're not seeing, maybe, but it doesn't matter because I see the story of Summer Moon, and I see that she was taken, and this shit was done by neighbors. This stuff was done by the village people, the people that know this. This is a ritual. This is a ceremony. All the way back there. And nobody is giving a flying shit to look at it. Hi, Vanilla Nice. That's a very good question. If the videos are still out there, it would be interesting to see if they show the same Summer or if they just continue to put new faces in the old videos. New faces. They layer, consistently layering. New children, new stories. No one's stopping them. I have always seen these children being sacrificed just like this. That's just an intro. That's just an intro to that guy. That's just an intro. There's much more in this presentation that provides information. What about this guy? This is Faith. Faith takes faces of familiar characters that I cover in the Summer Moon Wells case. Faith was introduced to me by Benny. Benny introduced him to me. Right? He's a very interesting character because this guy's information matches Jody Sue Brown, Benny Keys. They're telling me a story that can help bust this shit open. That's all I know. That's all I know. I know that this guy's face takes on this other guy's familiar face that is in other videos from the characters that I follow. Why? I'm just supposed to tell you. I don't fucking know why. But these faces combine into one. So if you are someone that is on the legal part of defaking or debunking or whatever you want to call it, information that will bring justice to children, wouldn't you find this stuff interesting? Wouldn't you want to say, hey, this dude's face isn't the same in there. This dude in here has a mustache. In the video, he doesn't. It's continuously changing, but he tells the story. These children, what I see, they're taken away in dump trucks. They're taken away and thrown away in the garbage. There's a reason I see this stuff and it points out to me. There's a reason. This could be a dump truck. It could be just something that goes through the regular neighborhood. But it speaks to me, saying, you know what? Pay attention. Pay attention. I brought to you guys that Creek family video last week. And I was begging. I'm like, something's going on here, but they haven't posted in a long time. And this little girl, something is happening. It reminds me of Summer Moon Wells are there. Children are there. Like literally there. So if you are watching and you know my channel and you're paying attention, let me tell you something. I got that little girl's. This frame was the very first split-second frame in their video yesterday. And if you are listening, it doesn't matter if you take it down. It's your only live. You just posted it because I saved it. I saved it. And let me tell you something. Yes, Sebastian Rogers is always on my mind. Let me tell you something. This little girl is real. This little girl is still alive. This little girl needs the authorities' help. I know when I see a goat. I watched this video. Is live. And I nearly threw up. This kind of information that shows layering, there is a reason. There is a reason for it. It's called deep fake. So if anyone here wants to report this to the authorities, go for it. Because this little girl, in this moment of time, I feel as if she's in serious danger. The video continues as this, whatever this is, jumps all around. But what I noticed is the head changes. The head of this thing, it doesn't stay the same. Whatever they showed in the distance is supposed to be the same thing as it starts jumping all over the little girl. They don't show her, they just show her body. But I could tell you, these are not the same. So somewhere in here, if there's a deep fake, then this little girl is in very, very bad trouble. Because that picture to the left is fake. And what I see going on is what I see going on with Summer Moon Wells, with all the animals, and they're in the manure of these animals, and they're in places like this. What I'm showing you. But like I said before, I could show a little girl chopped up and say, this is live right now, and call 911. No one will come. The photos of this animal reminds me of a human wearing an animal head and laughing and laughing. They're not the same, but yet they're the same allegedly in the video. This little girl she sits down on a little rock, and let me see if I have pictures. This little girl sits down on a little rock, and what I see happening to her is beyond words. Beyond words, beyond understanding of why this is happening to her. This little girl, I'm showing this to you in the middle of my presentation because something happened to her. The very same day, here's the name, and I know all this is allegedly, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. So if this channel is listening, I'm doing this for the sake of the children, because your channel, your information and what you're showing is to me a cookie cutter to what I've been telling. They posted this yesterday. That's the family. But let me tell you something. I am giving you information because I sincerely see Summer Moon Wells could be sitting right there, the pink outfit. I see this as a situation. I see it as a situation that is beyond words. Beyond words for me. I see the children, you guys. I see Summer. And I see the children in a place like this. And I see they get sacrificed. And I see that they come in and they come out through secret doorways. And I just don't see anyone coming to their rescue. I don't. But if anyone is listening out there, what I can tell you is these donkeys, whatever they are, aren't the same. And they're supposed to be, but they're not. Take your whatever machinery you all got, put it out there. Then we have Dolly. This presentation, it's so important. This is another very important point. I have a lot of points here. And it's to let you all know that deep fake is real. And when I say fake car, I'm not saying he's not in a car. He could be in a car. When I tell you I see the story of the children, that means that these kids are in situations like that. Dolly Vision has been with us for a long time. Dolly Vision gave us a lot of information inside the cars. Dolly Vision helped me get images to show you the tunnels, to show you the doorways, to show you what these look like. They look like that. And that matches. That matches all of the other video presentations. All of these guys that I'm showing you, this is Dolly's. This is Gotcha Man. He's showing the same thing to me. So somewhere, I am being told, somewhere, someone knows where the children are. These characters give me the information. This nugget guy, exploring with the nug. Exploring with the nug, he was the very first character I actually recognized in the carnival video. Summer Moon Wells and Don Wells and his family went to the carnival right before she was missing, allegedly. The very last frame of the carnival, this guy popped up. Now, I kept that frame. I didn't know who he was. I had no idea anything about him. Then I found out that this guy was questioned about Summer Moon Wells' disappearance. This guy was questioned. Is it a coincidence that he was questioned and he's also at the end, very last part, very last frame of Summer Moon Wells' video? Then all of a sudden, he was getting in the boat with Ryan Finding Truth. He's all of a sudden out there scuba diving with Ryan Finding Truth. And some other characters. So sometimes my intuition is telling you a story, and sometimes the information just seems too coincidental. Very coincidental. Nuggets information. I have lots of videos on it. Tim Mullen, one of the first guys on scene. First guys on scene. Yes, Sebastian's case too. As I produce these videos, and I have hundreds of videos, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this Tim Mullen cannot be forgotten. He gives symbols. He gives information on Summer. His hands. So Tim Mullen was one of the first ones as well that I recognized the story that I was told through the children spiritually. It was the day of the bread making. Robin Lane, one of the first ones who knew. Robin Lane and Tim Mullins, not Tim Mullins, Robin Lane, the guy from the church, they all were one of the first people to, Tim Mullen was the advertising guy. It was somebody else. Oh, what's his name? The guy from the church. They introduced me also to Robin, and Robin did this bread making thing, and Tim Mullen did a video, and in his video was this. Like, I know what this is. I've seen it. I've seen it spiritually. I see the house. I see the getaway. I see there is an exchange, and I see these kids hide in the cars. I see Dotson. Yes. David Dotson. Thank you, question everything. Thank you. I see that they take these kids this way. They're hidden. And when I bring up these fake cars, there are reasons I see shit like this in all of their videos. Because I see the children within these holes in the ground, crawling. I see them crawling on their arms, their elbows, with their arms, and their bodies not moving. They're just moving their arms to get through. It's a very small space, you guys. They need to dig and work for themselves to get where they need to get. No one's coming to their rescue. I'm telling you, this is what I saw. And that's why Tim Mullen is on the top of my list. Tim Mullen's videos showed me insane images that I pulled to help tell the story. They all communicate. They stay together through electronics, through something that looks like a phone. Looks like a phone. The phones. They had so much information to give us, and so many things went wrong with the telephones, this phone. In Summer Moon Wells' story, I'm like, well, yeah, because someone fucked up big time. But there are people on different levels that understand the importance of the communication and keeping it correctly. The videos fall apart. What you see here on the bottom left hand of the Gotcha Man is the same identical junk that I show you in the hands of Summer Moon Wells cases. I show you that stuff in the hands of Faith Davidson. But it's layered here. It's let me zoom in. It's layered. But it shows itself once again with the green face. It's a boat. And these kids drift away. They drift away. This is the story of the children. So if we keep looking at the same information that we've always looked at, and if we keep evaluating the information the same way and not doing anything differently, we aren't going to help these children. These boxes are hidden right in front of us. These boxes. They don't change. It's all the same. If they keep doing it the way they're doing it, they're going to get what they've always got, and that was nothing. Nothing. In Gotcha Man's video, he shows this happening under the car. This is under the car, inside the front seat. It's telling us, yeah, we hide in here. They hide in there. This is in his video. So what I'm seeing are victims. Big time victims. Look all the way to the right. Really, really hone in on that picture. Feel the understanding in the stories that I'm telling you. This here, and this is named the Sebastian Rogers. This is from, this is, I think this one is Dolly Visions. This is Dolly Vision's video. This is Dolly Vision's video of Sebastian Rogers and Summer Wells and Leona Simon. Lena. Look at that. Look at that. In his car. This is Dolly Vision's video. So, why is this in the front seat of his car? Hidden down there. You know, so sometimes there's stuff that I can show you. And sometimes there's not. So this one's Dolly Visions. I got you, man. These kids are down under the ground, down under. You've got to go down under to find them. You need to go into the deep, dark hole. And you get there through these garages, like through these mechanical places. That's what I see. You get there through this. You got to go through these tunnels. Looks like that, even though that's his garage door. You know? Pick a summer I did mine with Tina. Yes, Crystal's Hemp Shop. Yes, Helen. The Crystal Hemp Shop. It goes down. So to me, this is a picture what's under the hay. Because I know that Summer Moon Wells had like dry grass or hay in her mouth, and she was like spitting it like it was getting in her mouth, so it was dry like this. And she was in it. Like it was on her, like it was over her because it was going in her mouth. But it wasn't shoved in her mouth. They were just pieces going in her mouth. And they're going down like that. Down into a hole. Just like that. Just like how Gotcha Man shows. I've shown this system. There's a system. There's equipment. There are little pieces of equipment that are cookie cutters that I see over and over. One day, they will be put together and someone will be like, holy shit, this chick is right. She is seeing certain things. She is seeing a pattern. She's seeing a pattern. I know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing certain things that show me a pattern. These are pieces of the equipment that's in that, under that finger. These are what I would call fake cars. Fake cars. And when you see, when I show you, I've showed it a few times with, from Cam and Allie, and Molly, and Benny with these in their hands. They're cookie cutter pieces of equipment. That's all that is. And what you see to the right, same thing. Cookie cutter equipment. This guy's face just takes on a multiple faces to me that look familiar. I don't know who he is, but this face is a familiar face that I see inside of like a Ryan Upchurch. Like I could just give you faces that I see, not saying that it's them, but the people involved look like them. They resemble. And this guy brings me to the same people that Ryan Upchurch resembles to me. And the equipment that you see here is that little house. That little house is part of the equipment I've been showing. That little house shows up. That's a staple. And going beyond, going behind, going within these videos, within the image, beneath what you see on the top layer, will bring justice. You have to keep looking for it. You have to keep recognizing that it is being shown, and they're within very deep, dark holes in the ground. These kids were taken and they're gone. And they're gone. I look through rooms like this. I look for the equipment. I look for information. I look for inconsistencies. And if I were to say anything to any of the authorities, I would say, Pay attention to the junk. Pay attention to the cars. Pay attention to the pieces on the cars, in the cars, within the cars, hidden in the cars. The children's story lies within the videos. And why is that so important that I keep repeating it over and over and over and over and over? It's because no one is paying attention. No one's going in these areas and looking. No one's digging. No one's moving the junk cars. No one's looking in the holes. No one's going in places that are uncomfortable and unfamiliar. They're not doing it. I could show it over and over and over and over, what I see within these cars and what I see in places like this beneath the ground. One day it's going to make a difference. One day someone is going to do something on the legal side and pull this apart, because it's a very large group of people, and it's very organized. And Don Wells and Benny, together they gave me the most information in the Summer Moon Wells case. Together, when they were together, they gave me incredible information. Benny was always in a hole. Benny was always down under. Benny was always in a situation like you see here. Then something happened in the Wells case where all of a sudden, Don Wells pops in. He took on a different role. Something happened. I think that a Candace had the main role and she fucked up. She screwed up. Someone like a Robin Lane screwed up. Don had to clean shit up. Don had to come in and clean the mess up that these people made. Ernie Shell, there was a mess made. And people wanted a part of this. But the sacrifices that were made are televised. They all look the same. They look like this. See the front pictures there with the finger? These are the Summer Moon Wells cases. This here, right here, is a V. That's a finger. Chop off. That's in a hole, surrounded by the metal. All of these are the same. They're the same image. So when I showed you Don's inside of Don, in Don's house, all the way to the left, I'm like, those are the holes. Those are the rooms behind the room of a room of a room. Those are the doors behind the door of a door of a door. Those are the doors between the doors of a wall of a wall of a wall. So like when they do all this new construction, I really do see that people are building these things inside these houses. And there's no difference. What I'm looking at is, it could be the Idaho 4. The Wells property showed the equipment. Cam and Allie's videos. Whatever you see here, this is important, is the same as I showed you here in Kylie Rodney's case. There is no difference between the equipment that both cases are showing. They're the same. This happens to be in the window of the bus that Candace talks about in her first interview. The bus. And this is Sammy. This is Sammy outside the window as Sammy gives her interview. Is this frickin' equipment. It's not the only place I show the equipment. The equipment's never changed. This is the equipment that I told you I saw Summer Moon Wells in at her vigil with Cam and Allie. That is, to me, Summer Moon Wells' last days. This has always been the equipment. It's never changed. Nothing that I have ever said has changed, and it will never change. It's always been heads on platters. However I want to see it, that's what I see. Heads on platters. That's what they're showing. Cam and Allie, this is their video, Cam and Allie's video, right here. There's no difference. The heads wind up there, just like that, at the ritual ceremony. And he's holding the equipment. Nobody is paying attention. Nobody. Nobody. Why? Why? Why is it that Don Wells could show a photo like this and it looks like he is just fucking putting his daughter in the ground, or he's looking at his daughter through plexiglass? This is Don Wells. This is Don Wells. This picture is so very intense for me. It's summer. Don Wells shows it. He shows the holes. He shows This is supposed to be in his house. If this is in his house, this is a problem. Look at the wall. Look at how deep it goes. Goes down there, you guys. These are what the tunnels look like. This is what these secret places look like. People know how to get to them. See? That's where the victims are. And that's down under. Always has been, always will be. Don told the story in every one of his videos. He said, here's my baby. This is my child. This is my child. And showed it. Here. What he is showing in the window is this. What he is showing in the window is what I just showed you at the last vigil from Cammie. That's the head. That is as much summer as this is. These are heads. I'm telling you. Whoever placed this shit in here is speaking for the children. The faces in front of us speak for the children. And I'm not saying anyone's guilty. What I'm saying is when I look at their videos and I go through them, I see nothing other than the children's story. See that picture? When I tell you that I see whatever these rituals are and these pieces of trophies in the water, that's what I see Don Wells showing in his window. It's the same thing. Don Wells's window shows the trophies, shows what's underground. He's showing the same thing as Adventures with Purpose shows me. That is what's over to the left. This. It's just telling me that they do go in the water, they go under the water, they go in the water, they go through these deep dark holes, they go in the tunnels, and what they look like on the other side are rooms like this. They go through rooms like this. Dark, dark rooms. Dark, dark rooms. And every time I show this, it doesn't change. I've shown it, you guys, thousands of videos. There's Dolly Vision's head on a platter. It's coming out. It's on a white platter. So these kind of videos with this kind of information is very telling to where these kids go. That's all I know. Like, I know that when I look at these, I only see the boxes. I only see the tunnels. I could only see what is spiritually being told to me are the boxes. The boxes are the victims. The boxes are what we've looked at day number 1. Right? Take this away. And if you take a very close look, like I said, at Cam and Allie's vigil, you'll see that there are multiple sacrifices that happened the night of Summer Wells. I think there were 4 sacrifices the night of Summer Wells. At least 3, if not 4. At least 3, if not 4. That's how I see it. This here is an adult. He's got a mouth covering. He has a belt thing around his waist, and he's bound. That's what you're looking at. And this is the picture I showed you that is not summer. Period. It's not summer. There's nothing about that that's summer. These are completely different photos. They're different posters. They're different children. They're different locations. They're different settings. They were deep faked on top of each other. They are not the same. The vigil shows multiple locations. It shows that there are deep fakes placed on deep fakes. What I see the water. I see a broken down RV house. I see the ceremony out by the water. That's what I see. I see that she went out to the water, you guys. And that she wasn't alone. There were victims that went with her. That Summer wasn't alone. This victim here went with her, like an older person as well. This victim. But I just, see this. I see multiple children in terrible situation. And the Summer Moon Wells case gave so much information that I just don't know how many more times I could repeat it. I don't know how many times I could show the same elements and the same information and the same way of layering and no authority looking at this. This happens with the families that I follow. This happens with each and every video that I am using. Look at, he looks like he has an arm in on his body. I mean, this is the same vigil that I showed you. They were holding an arm. Well, there's an arm again, hanging from him. It's on his lap. So Summer Moon was not given her justice. I see it clearly here. There are multiple stories going on within this vigil. Multiple stories going on. Summer Moon Wells, it was a broadcast. She was taken, she went through horrific stories. She went through horrible stuff, and she wasn't alone. Just like Kylie Rodney wasn't alone. You brighten this thing up and there's stuff back here, you know, in the darkness, they're showing stuff back here. That's the equipment. That's the equipment that gets carried. See? It's right there with the hole. There's a hole in it. There's always a fucking hole. But it's there. It's there, you guys. That is this brightened up. This is Summer Moon Wells's sacrifice night. That's what I see. That's what I see here. Because that thing back there, this is by the water. That's like the alligator face or crocodile face. See? Do you see what's in Cam's hand? It's not a phone. It's a symbol. It's the same thing that's in the hand on the right. This repeats itself. This vigil is what Candace Bly Wells showed in her video the night that it rained and she was supposedly with Summer. You hear her voice. This is what they showed. It was the sacrifice. This is on the water. This is just like Kylie Rodney's This is just like the Idaho 4. This is what they all looked like. It may look funny, but I have pictures of it. This is what I call the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's Story. This is what I call the Summer Moon Wells Sacrifice. This is the Summer Moon Wells Night of Sacrifice. This here is the equipment. This here has always been the equipment. This is the same thing that Jody Sue Brown showed, quote unquote, the night before. This is the situation. This is what it looks like. Gabby Petito. However you want to slice and dice it, I have over 900 videos that show the same stupid shit. It's the same information. This here is the same information. This group knows exactly what happened to Summer. This group saw what happened to Summer. This is the night that Summer disappeared. This is the night Summer was just gone. They're lit up. The victims are lit up. They're across the water. Don Wells's house. Don Wells's videos. Don Wells has told the story of Summer in each and every one of his videos. All the authorities have to do is look. This is his house. Why are there 2 holes? Never, ever have you seen it like this. Look. Look at what I'm showing. Don Wells. He shows where Summer went. That's in his window. If you start to pay attention to these small little details and listen to your own intuition and listen to yourself, you're going to see the story of the Summer Moon Wells Got Gone, Get Gone children. When I look at pictures like this, it's no different than when I look at Robert Vaughn's photos. Robert Vaughn's photos that we have in his tool shed. It all started there. So when I look at Gotcha Man, I'm not saying it's about him. I'm saying that these are the tools and the information that I see within Robert Vaughn's videos. He's the one who showed me the blueprint of what we're looking at. He showed me the little teeny houses. That little house that Don Wells is showing, every victim has one. Every victim has a little home. These little houses look like this. Let me grab it. Here. These little houses get placed within the earth for the resurrection. These little houses are what I'm showing you here in Don's window. You see, nothing changes. This story stays consistent. The information stays consistent. So here, nugget. Where'd it go? Not this one. Am I looking right at it? Ah, here. This little house is the same thing as when I just said to you, this is where summer went, and Don Wells is showing it. These little, I see a house. Someone else may see, I don't know, a dog. Right? But Robert Vaughn, all of his information, all of his pieces, everything that he did inside this shed here is what I consistently see in the rooms of the garage door, of the garages. So when I say, oh, I see this is in the garage, this is what I see. This was Robert Vaughn's. Copy. And to me, it's no different than this. All the pieces go back to the beginning. All the equipment, the fingers, what they hold in their hand, the green, the maroon, the pieces that you see in the garages, the pieces that I'm showing you, the overlapping layer of these faces. It's the same equipment that I see over and over and over. You know, Summer Moon Wells' story isn't going to change. I have the story done. I have the information done. These children are being sacrificed for this purpose. The equipment hasn't changed. The people and the purpose and who is behind this is the same. This here is pretty disgusting. But it's no more disgusting than what I've been showing you. So, someone asked me about Sebastian. Yes, his parents have the little pieces. His parents never let go of the little nuggets. Never. Held the nuggets in their hand during interviews. Loud and proud. Just like that. Loud and proud. So it goes back to this, right? Nothing's going to change, you guys. I have the story told. I have the story told. And this is the story of the Summer Moonwell's missing children. And this little girl that I started and I opened it up with was just yesterday. Just yesterday. Do you think anyone would want to go and see if they need to go save her? Do you think that there is any kind of a law enforcement that would want to go save her? I don't. I just don't. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. On that note, you guys, I am calling it. I hope and pray that this brings justice, in that this information gets into the hands of someone that could go do something with it. I'm not here to just keep repeating myself over and over and over. That's all I'm doing. That's why I had to start another channel, because I need to let go of some of this. I thank you all for being here. I see you all in chat. Such an amazing group of people I have. I just want to tell you how blessed I feel and how fortunate I am to have you guys here. Helen, Colleen, Marilyn, Questioning Everything, BC, I'm Bernie. Yeah, I mean, you guys, and I'm going to miss Muffin so much. Muffin, I'm going to miss you. I already miss you. So, on that note, thank you all. God bless you all. Have an unbelievable great rest of your night. And I will be back on the Vibrational Shift channel. Go check it out and subscribe to both channels. Good night, guys.